Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm actually here working in the shop, believe it or not, but we're getting open for business because the Dallas Cowboys are no longer asleep at the wheel. We already talked about Randall Cobb coming in for a visit this week. And also now we have Clayton Gathers, 4-year safety for the Colts. I believe he actually went to, I want to say, the Lions. Last year, 89 tackles in 12 games. Definitely a guy who can lay the wood. Not a turnover machine. He hasn't had an interception in his career, but definitely a guy who is very much like a Bob Sanders. In fact, when you look at his build and things out there, he looks like Bob Sanders. He is a great run support and stopper. I'm talking about he's like a linebacker at safety, a guy who definitely lays the wood, so to speak. And here's what I believe the Cowboys are doing. As I talked about on my Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys report, when you look at the teams that haven't spent a lot of money in free agency thus far, you look at teams that are not bottom dwellers. They are guys that were in the playoffs and are consistently in the playoffs. And when you look at the teams that have a lot of dead money, hence the Giants, who went out to try and buy themselves a team, just in 2016, $250 million on the defense. They're now stuck with $76 million of dead money. 40% of the money they're spending on this season is for guys that aren't even on the team. You cannot do that. So the Cowboys are saying, instead of us going out and trying to have a home run hitter, it's better for us to go ahead and take care of the holes that we have on our team. Let's go through and all the places where we look at and deem we need help. Let's see if we can get a decent player in there. So you look at running back. They bring back Austin. They've been looking at possibly Duke Johnson, but I don't think Duke Johnson is going to be out there with Tyreek Hill getting an 8-game suspension. You look at tight end. You could say, well, we could use some improvement there. They bring back Jason Witten. You look at the defensive line. You got Christian Covington. And now you're looking at Randall Cobb possibly as a wide receiver to help make up for Cole Beasley being gone. And now we're talking about Clayton Gathers possibly to helping at safety and adding to that rotation of guys. And the great thing about being able to do this is because the Dallas Cowboys do not have a first-round draft pick. Typically, a first-round draft pick is a guy that you can get to plug a hole in your team, and you're hopefully picking from a large group because you're in that first round. Problem being, we're picking not until the second round late. So the problem is, if you say, I've got to get an edge rusher, chances are there'll be a run on pass rushers. You won't get a guy that's going to be that impactful. But if you can say, we're going to take the best player available, if there is a run on pass rushers, then that means maybe cornerbacks start falling, or wide receivers, or offensive linemen. So you want to be able to find a player who can make an immediate impact for your team, be it an offensive lineman, be it a running back, a wide receiver, a safety, whatever position it is, because then you're looking at the whole pool and seeing what's going to fall down. Because there's always going to be guys that are talented, that are thought to be number ones, that you are looking at and saying, I want to get that guy, but we don't have a chance. But because of whatever reason, all of a sudden they're falling and you can take them. But if your hole is edge rushers and you got a lights out wide receiver, you can't take them. So I'm looking at this, and I got to tell you, the Dallas Cowboys scouting department has been pretty lights on when it comes to finding guys. And you're talking about a guy who's not missing tackles. You're talking about a guy who's laying the wood. I mean, look at that hit. Let's look at that hit one more time here. Watch this. Boom. He goes into there, and he lays the wood. Bam. That's what I like to see. And the other advantage of getting somebody like this is you get a guy who's hungry. He's looking to get that next payday. He's looking to make a name for himself. And he's going to play that much harder than a guy who's already established. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I got to go get some more work done. I'm going to see you guys soon.